Welcome to What'sQ. Today we are again back with more depth study on RERA, and in today's lecture we will learn the basic terms and definitions which are very important as a layman to understand the RERA Act and to know in day-to-day life if you are a home buyer or if you having an apartment or if you are going to enter into any sale agreement or into any you are going to deal with any developer or builder. So let's look at the important terms and definitions under RERA. So first, these definitions are given under section 2 of the RERA Act 2016. So the first definitions because this is the basic definition that we want to understand under RERA is building. So what does the meaning of building under RERA is when the thing is called as building. So building includes any structure or erection or a part of structure. So it includes which is intended to be used for residential or commercial. So building includes residential as well as commercial both, and it may be for any business, occupation, profession or trade or any other related purpose. So this is the basic definition, that if we say building under RERA, so this means that it includes residential and commercial structure used for any of the related purpose, either residential or commercial. The next important definition under RERA is a carpet area. So before RERA, we must be aware that there used to be a confusion among buyers that what is exactly the carpet area is all about and which area will be exactly how the developers will measure those area. So under RERA we will understand what is what the law says, what is the definition of carpet area. So the carpet area means the net usable floor area. The area usable floor area means the area which is exactly available for use and not any other area of an apartment, excluding the area covered by the external walls. So the external walls will not be covered under the carpet area and it will not be forming the part of carpet area. Areas under service shafts, exclusive balcony or veranda area and exclusive open terrace area. So but includes the area covered by the internal partition of the walls. So before this definitions, sometime what used to happen, that internal walls of the partition used to be counted as a part of apartment, and it used to be taken as a carpet area, and sometime it used to be taken as a built-up area. But now there is a clarity that internal partition wall of the apartment will be taken as a carpet area, and external walls will be taken as not as the carpet area. And veranda, exclusive open area, these things will not be forming the part of carpet area. So this is the definitions of a carpet area. If you want to measure your carpet area, if you are having any deal with your developer, so just make sure that these areas are only covered when they are calculating the carpet area of your property. The next, for the purpose of this clause, expression exclusive balcony or veranda area that we just see here, that is being veranda area and exclusive open terrace area. It means that the area of the balcony or the veranda, as the case may be, which is belonging to the net usable area, means which is apparent or pertain to the net usable area of an apartment, means for the exclusive use of the LOT. And exclusive open terrace area means an area of open terrace which is belong or pertain to the net usable area, floor area of an apartment, means the exclusive use. So it will be included in carpet area if it is only for the exclusive use of the LOT or the buyer or the person who is purchasing the flat. So this is the definition of a carpet area under RERA 2016. Now let's move ahead. So the next important definition under RERA is a commencement certificate. If you go to buy with any or if you buy any property, so first we ask the developer that whether the developer is having this commencement certificate from the authorities or not. Though under RERA this will be available, information will be available under on the site, but this commencement certificate is important to start any construction work. So what is the meaning of this commencement certificate? It means that the building permit or permit to construct the building by the whatever name called issued by the competent authority. This competent authority can be a local body, it can be central body under if it's a union territory, to allow or permit the promoter. Promoter means developers or builders or whoever, the person who is constructing the building or apartment or land, to begin the development work. So this is the first certificate that is required to start the work, and that is called commencement certificate. Work on and means the commencement certificate, or it is also called the building permit or the construction permit by whatever name called, issued by the competent authority to allow or permit to promoter to begin the development work on an immovable property as per sanctioned plan. So this is important. What is this sanctioned plan? This plan, this will look into this. There is this sanctioned plan has been defined under this RERA. So this plan means the plan as per the RERA Act. The next important definition is the competent authority. We have seen this word. You will hear this word again and again under RERA, competent authority. It will be local authority or any other authority created or established under any law for the time being in force by the appropriate government, which exercises the authority over the land or its jurisdiction. Like if you are staying in Maharashtra or staying in Mumbai, then you will be having the competent authority can be a Mumbai Municipal Corporation, or it can be a MAHADA, that is Maharashtra Development Authority. So these are the things. Then we move ahead to the next is the completion certificate. So after the commencement certificate, the next important certificate that comes to the picture is the completion certificate. And completion certificate, you must ask your developer if the property is ready at what is the status of completion certificate. Is the this certificate is the certificate or such other certificate, whatever name called, issued by the authority certifying that the real estate project has been developed according to the sanction plan. Here again the word sanction plan has come. So sanction plan means the approved plan by the authorities, or it means that the product has project has been completed according to sanction plan, layout plan, specification as approved by the competent authority, the authority that we see in section 2p under the local laws. So now next definition, that important definition, is the external development work. So these are the new terms that has been brought under the RERA under section 2W ABC external development work. It says that sometime builder takes out some external development work. So what does this mean? This means that including the road system, landscape, water supply, sewage, drainage system, electricity supply, transformer, substation, solid waste management system and disposable, or any other work which may have to be executed in periphery, like in the adjacent area, or the area which is related or joined to the main property, or outside the project area for the benefit of its allottees as may be provided under local law. Means it can be a external development work can be a compulsion which can be levied by the authority to carry out or to give. That can be a basic terms for the giving the approval to carry out external development work if they want to go ahead with the project. So now let's move ahead with the next important definition, that is internal development work. So we need to understand there are two development works that is different from the project work, but they are related to the project. So internal development work is the means road, footpath, water supply, sewers, drain, park, tree, plant tree, lighting, provision for community building, treatment, disposable of sewage, and solid waste management, disposable water, then conservation, energy management, fire protection, etc., social infrastructure. or any other work in a project for its benefit as per sanction plan. So the sanction plan, internal development work becomes the part of the sanction plan, but whereas external development work is not a plan of not a part of the sanction plan. It can be a terms of the sanction plan or the terms for giving the rights, but it cannot be, and it is for the direct benefit of the allottees or the buyer of the project. The next important definition is the occupancy certificate, or we call it OC under section 2ZF. The OC has been defined as means the occupancy certificate or such other certificate by whatever name called issued by the competent authority, like we see competent authority in our previous definition, permitting to occupy take the occupation of any building as provided under local law which has the provision of civic infrastructure, as civic infrastructure means the infrastructure as per sanctioned plan, such other water, sanitation and electricity. So this is the definition of OC, and after you get this certificate you can issue the letter to your allottees to occupy the property and this certificate is issued after completion of entire project as per sanctioned plan. Now the next important definition is the section 2ZH is as a planning area. So what is the planning area? Planning area is nothing but the area of a development area, means area in which the construction or the project is going to take place, local planning area, or a regional development plan area. If it is a cluster development or it's a group development, then it will be a regional development plan area. So it will, entire area will in totality will form a planning area, or an other area specified such other appropriate government authority or any competent authority, and include area designated by the appropriate authority, government or a competent authority to be a planning area for future planned development under the law relating to the town and country planning. So if for the time being in force, so planning area is the actual area on which the work is going to take place as per sanction plan. So this is the definition of the planning area. The next important definition is promoter. We have seen in our first lecture that who is promoter. We have discussed it very in short, but let's understand who is actually the promoter. The promoter is nothing but a person who construct or cause to be construct, means he facilitate the construction and of an independent building or a building consisting of an apartments, or a converts an existing building or a part thereof into apartment for the purpose of selling all or some of the apartment to other person, and includes his assignees. When it says his assignees, means including his agents. So promoters itself is not only the responsible person, but also his agents who are acting on his behalf and dealing with the allottees will also be held responsible under this RERA Act. So this is very important definition under promoter. So including his agent will also be, like this discussed in our previous lecture, the real estate agent. So his assignees will also be treated as a promoter for the under section 2ZK of RERA Act. Now next, the promoter is also a person who develops land into project, whether or not the person also construct the structure on any plot for the purpose of selling to other person all or some of the plot in the said project, whether with or without structure thereon. And it also includes any development authority or any public body in respect of allottees of building or apartment, as the case may be, constructed by such authority or body on land owned by them or placed at their disposal by the government. Then it also includes the plot owned by such authority or body or placed at their disposal by the government for the purpose of selling also some of the apartment or the plot, or for the purpose of selling all of the sum of the apartment or the plot. So where this is for the places where government itself or some local body or public body itself undertakes the works of and development works and act as a developer. So they will be treated as a promoter for this case. So the next important definition under promoter is it also includes an apex state level cooperative housing society, finance society, and primary cooperative housing society which construct apartment or building for its member or in respect of the allottees of such apartment or building. So it not only it includes a normal builder, but including your housing society can also be treated as a promoter if it undertakes the work of a construction of your housing society or of your property for this purpose. Then there is any other person. It also includes any other person who act himself, means it does not restrict the definition to these types of person. It also says any person who act himself as a builder or a colonizer or a contractor or a developer or a state developer or any other name claimed to be acting as a holder of a power of attorney from the owner of the land on which the building or apartment is constructed or plot is developed for sale, he will also be treated as a promoter for the purpose of RERA. Then such other person who construct any building or apartment for sale to the general public. So this definition is very broad. Any person who act or who facilitate to act or who act on behalf of someone will be treated as a promoter under RERA. So this is, and the responsibility of promoter under RERA is very huge and very critical and very important too. So now let's understand, there is one explanation to this, that for the purpose of this clause, where the person who construct or convert a building into apartment or develop a plot for sale of, and the person who sell the apartment or plot a different person, both of them shall deem to be a promoter. So it means where the person who is building, making the work of construction, and the person who is selling the apartment or plot a different person, in that case it cannot be treated as a different person, but it will be treated, both will be deemed to be a promoter for that property. And it is very important to note that they will be jointly liable for any default, any function responsibilities under this act and rules and regulations. So they will be equally held responsible for the development of the project. Now let's move ahead and let's see the definition of, what is the definition of sanction plan. So section 2 ZQ define the sanction plan. We discussed sanction plan is the plan based on which the promoter undertakes the development work. So this means that the site plan or a building plan or a service plan or a parking, circulation plan, landscape plan, this is basically nothing but the plan based on which the construction will take place and how the construction structural design, if any, will be. And any such other permission which are approved by the government. Other permissions can be anything like any internal development work or any external development work, which conditions can be levied on the promoters. So this sanction plan, if the promoters has to carry out his construction work as per this sanction plan only. If he deviates from this sanction plan, he will not be granted the occupancy certificate or the completion certificate, or if he fails to develop the product as per sanction plan, then there is a penalty, there is a penal provision, there is a other laws, other sections which make it very harsh penalty for the developers if he fails to deliver the project as per sanction plan. The next is a real estate project. So when we say a promoter is developing a real estate project, what does it mean? It means a development or a building of a consisting of an apartment or a converting of existing building into an apartment, or development of land into plot or apartment for the purpose of selling all or some. Not, it should not be that if he is selling entire building then only it will be called promoter. If he is selling even few of them, then he will, then in that case also, then, but it should be for the purpose of selling. This is important. It will not be a sell or real estate project if it is not for the purpose of selling, as the case may be, and includes the common area the development work, all improvement structure thereon, and all easement rights and appurtenances belonging thereto. So which are related to the real estate project will also be the part of these rights. If you liked our video, if you like these definitions, do subscribe to our channel and join us for future videos, and watch our next video for more information on RERA. Till then, goodbye.